Hey, what's cooking, Jay?
Hello everyone, thanks for joining us again today at Gunther's Kitchen. Today we're making something with a bit of a wow factor. It's nearly Christmas, and what's better than to get the atmosphere of Christmas hanging around the house the whole day and have a beautiful gingerbread house. As complicated as you like it, or as easy as you like it. It's all about the decoration at the end. We just make the dough. It's a very simple dough. You find the recipe attached. Basically, you butter, sugar and honey, you melt, put some lemon juice in it, let it cool down, put all the dry ingredients in there and mix it. And the dough is ready. Takes 10 minutes. But the dough you need to let cool down overnight in the fridge. Then you can roll it out. Take it out an hour before you roll it out, and then it's much easier. Also, the shape, it's really up to you what you like the shape, but the shape for our gingerbread house is attached as well. Precise measurements, and you can just cut them out a bit of cardboard. I cut one for each, one for the roof, so you need two. One for the front, one for the rear. Now at the front I cut a hole here and a little hole here for the windows and a little doorway. But you cut out the way you like it. Then for the inside we have got a couple of pilers. So you put them on here or on the side walls, so it's easier to make them stick together. And the side walls. And for the bottom, you can make it as big or as small as you want, but measurement will be attached. Now I got them, this is in an old book of mine. I got that out of there. I think this book is from the late 70s. And it's always served me well, that gingerbread house. And as I said, it's quite easy to make. All right, so I see you in the morning when we roll out the dough. Okay, so the dough has been in the fridge overnight. I should have actually taken it out a bit earlier because it's quite cold now. Makes it a bit hard to roll out. So if you want to roll it out, take it out an hour earlier and then roll it out. But we'll manage anyway. We just have to be a bit gentle and we have to make sure it's a bit more pliable. So we just roll it into a big rectangle. Okay, that shall do. It's a bit more than 5 mil thick, so that's, I think, a perfect size because really it's going to rise a tiny little bit and that's it. We might make the roof a little bit thinner, but that's all good. All right, so let's cut it out. As you know from the start of the video, I showed you those cutouts. It's in the attachment. So what we do, we just try to manage as good as we can. Here we go. Just do this here, and then we can get the side bits in. So we need two of those, Okay, let's start cutting. It's as simple as that. You hold it down with one hand and with the other hand you cut along it. Doesn't need to be perfect because it's going to be a rustic house anyway. Alright, so this is number one. Okay. And then we do the same thing again. And basically you repeat all the cutouts until you've got them all on baking paper. But now we're going to do the side walls. So this won't quite work, but what we can do, we're going to cut the chimneys out. So we need two chimneys, and the rest of the dough we're going to put together again, and we can roll out again. We just let it rest for a little, and then we roll it out again. Now we need the inside to support our side walls. We've got 1, so we've got 2. While we are doing this, we're heating up the oven. We put it on 180, or if your oven is a bit hotter, a bit less, but around about 180 on fan forced. So now we have cut it all out. Two roofs, 2 side bits, 2 front bits, 2 chimneys. We cut some animals, some gingerbread man, little fence, and the bottom. So now I'm just finished brushing it with egg wash, just an egg mixed up, and brush it nicely so we get a beautiful color. So the gingerbread is coming out of the oven slowly. They took me about 25 minutes to bake. I had to reduce the temperature. That I just want to let you know. By 170, they got too brown too quickly. So I reduced it to 150, and that was perfect. So now we let it cool down. Then we start our egg white mix, and then we start dressing them. Okay, now we're getting ready for the icing. So let's make the icing. It's quite simple. Per egg white, 100 grams of icing sugar. So what we do is, I've got 4 egg whites, 400 grams icing sugar. We start whipping up the egg white until it's a bit fluffy. Then we slowly add the icing sugar, and we let it whip for another few minutes. Okay, so as you can see, we have done the roof yesterday, and we put some nice cinnamon stars on it, and some coconut, and we put the chimney on it. So this will be the last thing we put on. First, we're going to do the walls. Now there's a few ways you can go about that. Basically, what I've done first is we're holding it up, and they're marked with a little knife. I scored it where the wall's going. So I've got some layout on my gingerbread, like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use caramel. You can just use the normal icing, pipe it generously down the bottom, and then put the back in, the sides in, the front in, and then let that set. Don't put the roof on until your walls are set. Yeah, that's the main thing. Now I'm going to use caramel. I'm happy with the consistency of the caramel. So now I'm going to start putting it on. And you don't have to be too worried about the caramel oozing in or out, because you're going to dress it all up with the icing anyway. So just put a generous amount of caramel on, and then we put this in. Okay? Pipe some icing on the inside, like that, and pipe some icing on the outside the same way. Okay? It's already firming up. I can feel it. Look, it's already firming up. So I'm still supporting it. So now I'm not going to put the icing on this one, because what I've just worked out is that the icing actually melted with my caramel. Okay, so this is a little bit of a tricky bit. We are putting the roof on. So what we do is we put some caramel around here and around here, and then we pipe the inside out with our icing. So we have got 2 things which make the roof stick together. We also, up the top, when both sides are on, put 2 bits of caramel on each side, and then we pipe it out with icing. And this is sitting now the way we like it, a little bit forward in the house. And now we just hold it until the caramel starts setting. So now what we do is we just dress it up with the rest of our icing. You do as much or as less as you like. I like it quite well dressed, so we put some nice icicles on there so that they're hanging down like that. Our gingerbread house is ready. So what we're going to do at the end, we're just going to ice everything. We put a bit of icing sugar all over it. That makes it look like a bit of a winter scenery. We've got a little bit of an Australian theme to it, as you probably have worked out. We're in Melbourne, Australia. Some kangaroo, bit of a koala, a surfboard, and that's my Christmas gift to you, Gingerbread House. I hope you enjoy it the way we made it. Please, as always, subscribe, like, follow us, and share with your friends. There will be a few more Christmas recipes coming up, so keep your eyes open, and I'll see you soon at Gunther's Kitchen on YouTube.